心を全部焼き尽くすような絶望の隣で
Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be checking out a brand new anime. It's the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. So I know there's a couple series to this one. There's an older season which people see isn't that good, and that this one is definitely the one to dive into if you're a newbie and you want to check out a good show. I'm curious, but I have no idea what to expect from this one at all. So I'm kind of excited and unsure. Gonna be a timer-based reaction, so have your copy ready to watch along with me. And let's see what Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works has to offer. It's a long title. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Entertain me, Fate. Be good. Be something I love. Enthrall me. So straight away I can see the animation is pretty damn good. So we've got a little girl, her father, with a cool beard, and a book. And then he leaves, with some Foley work in the background. He won't, will he? Good morning. Oh, it didn't work. Heartless Jack. Should have just grabbed it the first time and turned it off. Launching it across the room. I suppose it makes you get out of bed. Okay. So our hero is this girl. She's older now. The pendant is important to her. The heart of the ocean. What hasn't begun yet? The animation's amazing, just saying that real quick. Wow. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Tell me about the difference in the comments below. So I couldn't quite figure it out on my own. Same story, different production. Prologue. Wow, it's stunning. But once again, I have no idea what this story is about. That's gorgeous. Where is everybody? Tohsaka. Oh, she's early? Max Coffee. Oh. Daylight saving ended, that's why. Tohsaka. Practice what? I'm thirsty, leave me alone. Archery. It's so well drawn. Mata. Tohsaka. Somebody she doesn't like? Team captain. I don't want to bother. Leave me alone. He's smarmy, isn't he? She's gonna punch him in the face. Yeah. Hey, don't be a dick. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tohsaka. Your alarm clock went off early. That's why you were there. Don't lie. I still don't know what's happening in this show. But I like it. I love the animation. So she likes that person? So we just had a few character introductions. We're at a school. She's not interested in archery or the blue-haired kid. So it's feeling fairly normal so far. She has a pendant, that's important. Oh, so she's the mean girl. Isn't she cute? And she heard you, bitch. It's a hateful glare. Teraki's good. So who is Tohsaka? Not Tohsaka, that's disgusting. Tohsaka. That's weird. The pendant. Oh, father's last will. Okay, he's died. Pendant and a smashed up catalyst. So something magical is afoot. Summon Saber, the most powerful servant. She's gonna summon somebody? Two more masters? This is so beautifully animated. I'm liking it very much. I haven't come to the crux of the story yet. One message. The Holy Grail War. So, what's that? So there's two classes, archery and sabers. She has to pick one, but she doesn't like archery. And she got to summon somebody. We got, oh, okay, we got a glyph thing on the floor. She's gonna do some summoning. It is magic. So you need like a catalyst. Wow, this is gorgeous, man. How goes the score, the music? Wow. Did it work? What did she do? Who did she get? Is there somebody here? She's alone though. What? Who that? Who this? Who you? Is this the guy? He's cool. I like his hair. Is that who she summoned? Oh. Oops. Drawn by the unusual little master. Servant? Who is this? Utterly dissatisfied. He's like a mage. He's a bit rebellious. Holy Grail Wall. He's been pretty mean to her. It's fairly cocky. Oh, so the command seal makes him do everything that she wants. One vanished. So a command seal bonds him to her and makes him obedient. He was a bit cocky. He didn't like that a young girl had summoned him. Still not sure who he is. Command seals. Precious. My butt. Oh, it's a bit impulsive. She wasted it. Normally. So she's a mage. Mm-mm. Well, that's nice. So they have a bond. They have a pact. That's cool. Servants are summoned by the Holy Grail. Okay. Took that personally. I'll make you let me apologize. Okay, so she's a mage and she summoned this guy who is an archer, and he's linked to her mana. Her magic powers him and links him to this world, and they're fighting the Holy Grail War. This is cool. Not sure. Who are you? Oh, you don't know who you are. Mm-hmm. Heroic spirit. Clean the house. Holy Grail War. So she got this guy, she summons him, and she's making him clean the house. So the clocks are still really messed up in her house. So she's stuffed up. There's no memory. And she's wasted a command seal. You get three wishes. Well, he did a good job. He's a good maid. She's a slob. He makes good tea. Oh, tour time. Something important. A handshake. A high five? Yeah, it's a bit condescending, man. Come on. Oh. He didn't know her name. Rin. Rin. Was it hot? Why did she choke? The animation is absolutely stunning in this show. Good grief. Really loving the character artwork. And just all the design in like the cityscapes and the backgrounds is incredible. Liking the music, setting the mood. Look at that sky work there. Wow. Wow, that's impressive too. Oh wow. Who? Mm-mm. Winning the Grail. Okay. Just fighting to win. So the Growl, you win the Growl, you get a very big magical wish. He's speaking inside her head. That's a girl from the beginning at the archery class. And this guy having a strange meeting. So he's always with her. There's always an exception, guys. Sneaky mages. Our spider sense is tingling. A bounded field. I reckon it's her. Uh-oh. What does that mean? I thought she was about to get attacked. What is a bounded field? Oh. Oh, okay. That eat human souls. I feel aggravated. Who we have? Who that? Who's this cheeky dude? My servant. About to have a fight. Is she gonna be okay? Oh shit, where's Archer? Whoa. Nice. Over the fence, far, far away. Whoa. That was some faith right there. That was cool. Here he is. So non-corporeal beings. But they can fight each other quite handily. He doesn't know, don't ask. He's an archer. He's a pacifist, he's not going to fight. Oh, okay. You want to be unleashed. He wants to call the shots during the fighting. I'd be worried, dude. What? Whoa. Whoa. This is cool. This is beautiful. Whoa. Sure is. Heh. Whoa. Uh-oh. Alright. You gotta back up. So he does have blades? Oh, he does blades and archery? I could just bring more. Whoa. Shit, look out. Oh, and then they evaporate. That's cool. You slay old coot. Wow, this imagery is amazing. This is bad. The noble phantasm. Uh-oh. A witness? Mm-mm. Lancer. You can't have him killing the students. Eliminate all the witnesses. He's not even puffed. Who is it? Oh no, dead student. Is this a fake out? No, you're alive. Was it somebody she knew though? Who was it? Oh, the clocks. Can she turn back time? Thoughts just go through my head. No. Hmm? They're pretty careless losing the pendant. So they lived. Okay. I thought they died. Oh, they're still alive? So the witness is still alive? Uh-oh. Whoa. Wow. Mad. Hello. How are you? The Saber class servant. Wow. What a good show. Epic length though. The first couple episodes in this series are like 47 minutes each, so long haul. Every episode after this is 23 minutes each, so it's a bit easier to get through. But I just wanted to dive in and see if I like this series and I like the concept. And the animation just blew me away. It was stunning. So we got the Holy Grail War. Rin is just fighting to win. So if you get the power, you get a wish, but she doesn't have a wish. Archer, who she summons. A little bit belligerent initially. Didn't really like that had been summoned by a young girl, but she's truly powerful. And you can see that bond kind of growing over the course of that episode. Still kind of getting my head around who all the other characters are. I mean, this was just an introductory episode. So it's all about characters coming in and out. So there are a few friends I'm sure we're going to meet. Like right now, I don't know who that person was who got killed. Well, not killed, they got hurt. And the servant who turned up at the end was a saber. Saber's serpent. Saber's serpent. Saber's servant. And the other guy's a lancer. So it's not just two categories. I thought it was just saber and archery. Unless lancers fall under sabers. I love these kind of shows where it just kind of builds the lore slowly, and the more you watch, the more you learn, and you become attached to the storytelling and the characters and the animation. Oh my god, it was so pretty. What year did this come out in? Fate, Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. Cool. Fate, Stay Night. Trace on. Okay, cool. It made no sense to me at all. Was she talking to the guy that was hurt? Okay, so just making sense of the series. I'm going to backtrack and have a look at it. I'm just going to grab some lunch first. But the basic concept is the mages summon these servants who are magical beings who are non-corporeal. So they're not here, but they can still wield their magic and they can fight each other. And it's all about winning the cup. What's the difference between this series and the one that's come before it? There's also Fate Zero too, right? There's so many different variations of this show. I didn't really know where to dive in. So I just took a leap of faith and started watching this one. So it grabbed me though. It was very intriguing and the animation was just stunning. So I'm going to eat some food, come back, and I'll just kind of go through what I liked. Okay, so let's just have a look. I was really quite pleasantly surprised about how good it was. I know it's got a pretty big fan base and it's popular, but I had no clue how much I would like it. So going in completely blind, not really knowing much about what is happening and who is what or anything like regards to the story as well. So I've learned it's magic based. So we've got young Rin here at the beginning, and she's saying goodbye to her father, and he dies, so we never see him again, supposedly, unless he comes back in all these flashbacks. And then she kind of wakes up early in the morning, doesn't like the alarm clock, so she hurls that across the room, and she's just kind of getting ready for her day, unbeknownst to herself that from the night before, she did a bit of a thing where she found the pendant. She did a little bit of a charm, I think. It kind of disrupted all the clocks in her house, and now she's going to school early. So just kind of see her on the way. Nice character design, just saying. She's absolutely beautifully done. Gorgeous girl. I like her. But the animation in general is just stunning. So here we have the pendant there. She almost left it behind. So pretty relevant. So it's got mana attached to it. Right? Which is the magic juju of the show. And we can summon people. So we've got that. Just a bit of our setting. So we've got the title. So a bit of a weird one, right? So Fate Stay Night was the original show, and then Unlimited Blade Works is the reworking, I think, from what I've gathered. And then there's Fate Zero, which is the prequel. Thanks to you guys over on Patreon for filling me in. All right, scrolling through. So once again, just establishing shots, just absolutely stunning animation. I mean, look at the detail that goes into it. It's stunning. Startles me. Can't talk. So this is just episode 0. Prologue, and it was like 47 minutes long, so it was just like a regular episode in length. Like, yeah, long, but cool though. I mean, I was absolutely engaged. Wow, great shot. So we just kind of get this establishing shot. She's walking to school wondering why everyone is not around. It's because she's bloody early. She meets one person here. So we're just kind of meeting a few characters along the way, and we've got here some Max coffee, which I could really go some, actually. I get sleepy. during the day. I need a nana nap soon, but not after doing JoJo. Meeting characters, and she's wondering why nobody's here, and she kind of realizes the time, she's early. Establishing relationships, school captain. So this person is going to an archery class. We've got an archery class coming up, and control thing. So she's going to an archery class, but it's established pretty early that Rin's not really interested. The clocks are fast, what's going on? And she kind of puts two and two together that she did something last night. Another character here. So I think this one, what's her name? Mato. I'm having a feeling that Mato is going to play a bigger part because we introduced to her here, and then she leaves, but she turns up later on. So I'm thinking, this is me thinking, that she is going to be some kind of adversary or a friend. I'm not sure yet, but she's definitely going to come back. And then we meet this smarmy guy here. This guy's obviously got the hots for Rin, putting a smile on her face for him, but she's obviously not interested. He keeps trying his luck with her. Now, initially I thought at the end of the episode where one of the students was speared by Lancer, I thought this was the dude. And it still could very well be. We didn't get a good look at the person. So she's like, kind of puts him in his place. Like, look at him. He's a dick. Tells him off. Like, frustration levels just explode. Stay away from me. Let me be clear. Not only am I not interested in archery, I'm not interested in you. Back off, punk. Yeah, so he gets a little bit cranky about it. But, calm down. Dial it down, sonny. So she goes back into the school and meets this guy. So we don't really know who he is yet. So teacher. We have a funny moment where a guy is trying to repair a heater and just kind of stays there for a little bit, and doesn't have a lot of time. So it's a bit weird. She's like a bit bummed. So is she hot for teacher here? Just wondering. So once again, just a lot of establishing shots. You're here early. So it's like, was that his way of saying hello? Oh, was it the guy? Wait, okay, so back up. So she's talking to the teacher, and then this guy pops up outside. We don't see his face, but she's like, oh. So who does she like here? Who's not talking to her? Is it the guy fixing the heater? She walks on, but then he kind of says over his shoulder, you're here early. And she's like, was that his way of saying hello? So the guy whose face we didn't see is who she's interested in. I'm just new, guys. So classroom, and just a few more establishing shots. This girl really wants to sit and eat with her, but she's like, no, it's fine. And these girls are just bitchy, talking about her behind her back, and she's over there just watching when she gets all defensive. So I'm imagining we're going to see more of these characters as the show progresses. Moving on, and she's outside having some nice lunch. Regarding the pendant, I had such high hopes for father's last will. This is where we found out, he's died. And she did something last night where she's opened up a box, and there's a smashed up catalyst and a pendant. So the catalyst is this thing here, the diamond looking thing, And I don't know what all that is. It's definitely smashed up. So she needs this for working her magic, and then all the clocks went crazy. So that's why she got to school early. Better than turning up late, I guess. So we get a voice message from somebody here. It's me. I'm sure you are aware that the deadline is tomorrow. And insists that you start taking this seriously. Only 2 slots remain, the Archer and the Saber classes, so she needs to enroll. But she's not interested in archery. And then she summons an archer. So some things will be gonna miss here. Summon your servant and establish your command seals immediately. So the school is all about magic. Of course, if you're not participating in the Holy Grail War, that is a different matter. Well, she sure is. If you value your life, seek shelter with the Mages Association, but then it's cut off there. And she's like, I know what I have to do, you don't have to tell me. So she's a little bit aggrieved at that communication. So she got the seals appear on her arm, on her hand there. And then she gets down to business. Got a seal on the floor. By performing the summoning at 2 a.m, her mana is at its peak at 2 a.m. Jeez, that would suck. Getting up damn early. Uses some things here, so she's gonna drop those onto the seal, and they turn into magic to fill up the summoning circle. If you heed the Graal's call and obey my will and reason, then answer me. And we have our summoning. The animation was just beautiful. I mean, look, how good is it? So well done. I like it. It's colourful and vibrant, and all magic-y. And then it's gone through, nothing seems to have happened. And then she goes outside and the place is trashed. And we got this cocky son of a bitch sitting over here, Archer. Gotta say, I really like his design. The outfit is cool. And I like his hair color, like I said. Silver fox. So he's a little bit concerned to see that his first person, the first person he saw that summoned him was this young girl. She's not happy with him either. So they have a bit of an antagonistic meeting initially. Then she decides to use one of her command skills, which is a pretty big deal. And she was pretty vague in her command as well, which you need to be very accurate with what you want to say. So she kind of does that. She's angry, she's pissed off, so she kind of just does this out of spite more than, you know, a rational thought. So we do learn that she's a little bit hot-headed, and if she's pushed, she can make an impulsive decision. And now he has to obey her. But he probably was going to anyway. I think he was just testing her, you know, just giving her the shits. He would use a command skill with so broad an order. So that's obviously a bit of a concern. And then we have some more character beats with them along the way. So they're kind of just slowly building the bond. And we learn that she's learned one of her command skills. So there's 3 of them and she's used 1, got 2 left. Right? Okay. How many can they have? Can they have more than 1 servant? They'll drain your mana though. Okay. The 3 command skills are the crystallization of high magic and can overcome the limits of flesh and blood. So we learn a servant is anchored to this world by the mana supplied by his master. My mana feed from you is more than satisfactory. So he's quite happy with her. He was just, you know, giving her a bit of a hard time earlier. So she used all those gems. She wanted a saber, but she got an archer. So something went wrong with her summoning, and she's a little bit upset about it. It was a painful blunder, but I'm to blame. And then a bit more banter. So they're sassy with each other, but I think we're going to get a pretty strong bond. And that's just a nice image there of the 2 of them. Moving through. Kind of abruptly puts him to work. So she's angry with him because he doesn't know who he is. If you don't know what heroic spirit you are, I don't know how powerful you are. That's a trivial matter. You call it trivial, do you? If I don't know how powerful my partner is, I can't formulate a strategy. Now can I? Fair enough. You got to know who you're working with. Just as nighttime shots are beautiful too, aren't they? Look how good. I like it. It's gone through. Next day, the clocks are still funny. But she's going to just skip the day of school because she sees that she's used one of her command seals. Fades off her hand. And then, yeah, so he's cleaned the place up. It's immaculate. And he makes a mean cup of tea, apparently. So they hang out. And then she decides she's going to take him on a tour of the city. How cute is she? She's Rin Tohsaka, not Tohsaka. So they go through... just scrolling through the city, just walking and talking and just enjoying the day. Oh, it's a beautiful shot of there with the sunset in the background. Oh, wow. The animation is just so good. And then here they are. And I like how he just kind of like materializes there, like magical. And they're just kind of like hanging out, watching the city. And apparently bowmen aren't much use if their eyesight isn't excellent. So he can count the tiles on the bridge. I can't even see the bridge. So their eyesight is perfect. So just establishing that she's been training for years, fighting to win that as well. So in regards to the cup, the Holy Grail cup, she's just fighting to win that as well. And then she's happy. Look at her. She's happy. Let's go through again. So we have a bit of a confrontation in this one. So we finally get to some fighting. There's a clandestine meeting here. So the guy and the girl. So the guy, is he the one that was fixing the heater? And is that girl the one that was from the earlier meeting in the archery class? Doesn't really show their faces. So some secrecy going on, but she's obviously very suspicious. And then the next day, let's go through, we're off to school. So he is kind of concerned. So he can talk to her by thought, which is cool. And they're going to school and she's like pretty confident that nothing will happen at the school. Because everyone who is in this wizarding war is highly secretive about it. But then she does kind of get a flash, like she's walked into the school and she's passed some kind of boundary field, so she knows something has been set. And it turns out that, so she's concerned that someone who did that is either very good or very bad. And what it does, so I was confused initially about what had happened, and there was all this talk of a bounded field. I didn't know what that meant, but obviously there's something around the school, the boundary, the field of the school. So something's been set, and they go and investigate. So this girl again, this is the one that was talking to the guy, and I was a friend from the archery class in the morning, and she just happened to turn up at this moment in time. I'm suspicious of you. See the door shut. Why did it just close by itself? Back to school. So she's found the field, the bounded field. So these little glyphs, hieroglyphic things, are around the school. She's found 7 of them. This one's the trigger point. Oh no. You can sense the bounded. So the bounded field's got a specific nature about it. It's activated. It will cause every human inside it to literally dissolve. This is soul eating, a fortress of blood that will dissolve any human body within the field and harvest the souls that ooze out of them. Feeding a servant. Wow, okay, so that's pretty nasty. Servants partake of minds and souls. Wow, okay, so somebody set a trap to kill humans to feed their servant. Or did the servant do it himself? So she wants to get rid of that one. Then this guy turns up, Lancer. Once again, a pretty cool design. And he has a pretty intense nature about him. He wants to come down and kill Ren because he's a dick. And we have a nice little Barney, bit of an argument between him and Archer when he turns up. So the animation, once again, she uses this awesome magic where she power-fires her legs. Power-fires. She does. She power-fires her legs, jumps over the fence, and this is where she's like calling on Archer to save her, and he does, magically. And they bound off. There was this little shot here. Look at that. I just a very, very brief shot, but I caught it the first time I watched it, and I thought, look at her eyes there. Just stunning artwork. Yeah, so he just materializes and grabs her. It's hard to get this right on the money, guys. Anyway, they're running off, and Archer and Lance have a pretty big fight. So Archer actually waits until he basically gets permission, like Rin says, do what you want. Because he always stated at the beginning he wants to fight his way. So he essentially just waits for her to give him the go-ahead, and he does that. And it's established that he's an archer, and the Lancers don't have much, and the Sabres don't have much respect for archers, apparently. So he waits his turn. Go. Do it. Fight, Archer. And then he kind of flames on. And then we have a mad fight here, which is very, very cool. Definitely got some mad skills, but just the animation in the fight scenes is amazing too. All the sparks, the power, and Archer keeps bringing swords back. So it turns out he's a dual wielder. So he can not only do a bow, but he can do swords as well. Nice shot there of Lancer. Yeah, so the fight is a dual wielder. So that's really cool. So that means that he's something a little bit more special than just an archer. Although I think archers in themselves are pretty damn cool. So there's a little bit more to Archer than we know. Than meets the eye, but the animation is very nice, and we have a witness. That's what stops the fight. So Lancer's about to do something. He's got some pretty mad magic mana skills kicking into gear. As you can see here, he's going to do something pretty devastating, but there is a witness, and the fight is ended while Lancer goes off after the student. And yeah, Rin is kind of like pretty upset by that, so she takes off after the student to see if she can stop Lancer in some way from hurting him. And Archer's already here. He's like, "Hey, surprise!" And we go to the scene. There's like somebody injured, so it's not really clear who that is though at this point. Is it the guy that was fixing the heater earlier? I imagine they're just establishing these characters for a reason, and the person's still alive. So, of course, it's feared that Archer wants to finish the job. Just a nice shot there of her eyes once again. I think if you can get the eyes right, then that's amazing. Really brings the character to life. And she leaves the pendant behind, goes home. Luckily, Archer is like, "Hey, don't forget this thing. You need it." But there's not much magic left in there anymore. So they determine that Lancer is gonna come after the student, Lancer class servant, and then we have got an introduction to a new character. There's a bit of an attack, boom, and we've got this one. Once again, another amazing character design. Like she's all armored up, looking pretty cool. And Rin's like, the Saber class servant, so she is Saber class, and then we get to the end, and then there's a little sneak peek after a pretty cool song at the end. But I'm trying to avoid spoilers, so it is pretty abstract, but that is an interesting piece of artwork there in itself. The Seventh Servant. The end. So to me, the show definitely is good. I mean, I'll go so far as to say I think it's great. Only one episode in. The next episode is also like a 47-minute one, so we'll get that done soon for you guys. But yeah, I'm really intrigued. The story kind of grabbed me right away, and that gorgeous animation has got me sold too. So I'm happy to continue on with this one. I was doing reactions to Dr. Stone and Fire Force for my fan club tier over on Patreon. Yeah, Dr. Stone wasn't grabbing me, so I kind of put the brakes on that for now. And Fire Force is on hold by production. There was a terrible arson attack in Japan, and some animators were killed. So out of respect, the animation house that makes Fire Force has ceased production temporarily, and they will continue on releasing episodes to that when they feel it's the right time. So out of respect, I'm also putting the brakes on Fire Force as well. And as the episodes get released, I might dive back into it. But yeah, as for Dr. Stone, I'm really sorry. Just wasn't grabbing me, and I don't want to react to a show that doesn't excite me. I mean, I don't want to just sit here and nod my head and say that was cool and move on. I want something interesting to talk about, and I want to be excited by it. So that's why I'm doing Fate, because damn, that was very, very good. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.